Mira and HarlequinAudio present The Guest in Room 120 by Sara Ackerman, performed by Jennifer Robideau. For the Chimbolettes and all of our Waikiki escapades. It is not all of life to live, yet nor all of death to die. Edgar Cayce. From the Journal of Eliahi Baldwin, 1901. At our school in Waikiki, there were two camps, those whose families were invited to the grand opening of the Moana Hotel, and those who weren't. Ours wasn't, but I don't care, because I think it was a foolish idea to build a hotel right on the beach. Ma agrees, but I can tell Pa wishes he would have made the cut, since he helped build the thing. Sometimes, after school, Max and Liko and I would walk down and swim, and he would wave to us from the unfinished peepholes just below the roof. White and 4 stories high, the structure has more windows and arches and columns than leaves on a tree. I have not been inside yet, but I hear the hallways are double wide, and the rooms plush as a palace. At dinner, Pa would tell us all about Mr. Price's plans to attract wealthy people from Europe. But I see foreigners on the beach all the time in front of the Sans Souci or Castle's house, and I tell you this, they are nothing to write home about. Most of them can't swim, and they are the color of fresh cow's milk and burn like boiled lobster. Yesterday afternoon, the big gala finally happened, and I have to admit, I was curious. We all were. So much so that Ma packed a picnic of rice balls, kulolo, and dried aku, and we did what we often do. We walked down and set up under the big old kamani tree, just down from where the hotel now sits. Pa refused to go any farther, not wanting to be seen gawking, but my brothers and I had no shame. We marched over to the beach in front of the Moana, where we could see a big crowd had formed, all in suits and high-necked dresses, fanning themselves in the unseasonable March heat. An orchestra was set up on the veranda, and their music caught in the wind and traveled out over the water, causing its own ripples. Moana means open sea, a fitting name when you look at the expanse of blue out front. No one noticed us. They were too busy conversing. We were invisible. And then Liko decided he wanted to go inside and take a tour. We were dressed in swimming attire and barefoot, but once Liko makes up his mind, there is no swaying him. I glanced back at our parents, and Pa waved as though calling us back. I acted as if I hadn't seen and followed Liko up the beach and into the crowd. We garnered a few looks from the guests, but we wove through so quickly, no one had a chance to stop us. On the deck, I almost collided with Ma's friend Kui, carrying a tray the size of a giant lily pad full of colorful drinks. I could tell she was surprised to see me, and I nodded and then ducked away. Inside the lobby, people were smashed together, and it was loud and smoky and smelled like burnt meat. In the center were tables full of food. We stopped and gaped. There was enough food here to last us through summer, maybe longer. I looked at Liko with a heavy feeling. Sure enough, he grabbed a plate, shoveled it full of food, and then slinked away toward the stairs. Max and I both followed. By no means are we beggars, and we always have enough to eat, but the tangy and smoky smells were too tempting for Liko. He has never been one to control his impulses, and I worried we would soon be thrown out. But we found a bench in an empty hallway and devoured the most delicious food I have ever tasted. He wanted to go back for more, but I knew that would be pushing our fortune. Thankfully, Liko listened, and we went back out the way we came. This time, I was in the lead. As the older sister, I tried to have some command over my wild brothers. Still, no one seemed to notice us. The shiny new building, with its polished wood floors, luminous chandeliers, and thick carpets, was far more appealing than 3 Hawaiian scoundrels testing their luck. Ma and Pa made like they were angry, but since we hadn't gotten caught, no harm, no foul.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?